Hello, I'm Mayor Michael P. Londeau. Twice a month, the Westland City Council meets at City Hall to conduct the regular business of the city. They go through the agenda and discuss items as needed, and then vote to approve, deny, or postpone each item. The purpose of this program is to shed a little more light on some select items that were brought up at the meeting. So on this edition of After the Gavel, I will be going into detail on a few items from the May 1st City Council meeting. There are a lot of things that go into making the city run smooth that most people don't give a second thought to. Things like floor mats and uniforms fall into this category. The city contracts with Cintas Corporation, a company based right here in Westland, to provide these materials. They supply us with fresh, clean floor mats here at City Hall and 6 other buildings every month. We also depend on them for uniforms for all of our DPS employees. It's been quite a few years since we've had to replace the workwear for our public service crews, and is in much need of an upgrade. The best part of this agenda item is the cost. The City of Westland is part of the Omnia Purchasing Group. This is an organization made up of other municipalities and educational institutions, which allows us to group our buying power in order to secure lower costs, thus saving thousands of dollars over the life of this 5-year agreement. The next thing I want to highlight is the resolution that the City Council passed. It was resolved that the city will be recognizing and supporting the United Way's 21-Day Equity Challenge. From May 19th through June 16th, we are encouraging all of our municipal staff and members of the community to participate in the challenge. Taking this time to deepen our shared understanding of the importance of inclusion on all levels can be a major step in making Westland a better place for all people. I want to thank Chief Diversity Officer C. Pascal Easy for spearheading this effort and bringing it forward. The City Council also approved a request from the John Glenn Rockets Football Boosters to be recognized as a nonprofit organization within the city. This determination will allow them to apply for a charitable gaming license through the state of Michigan. This gives the boosters the opportunity to hold raffles at their events to raise money to help support the program. The state still needs to approve them, but this paves the way and shows this group of dedicated parents and supporters that the City of Westland is behind them. Go Rockets! During the new business section of the meeting, there was a public hearing on my proposed 2023-2024 budget. This is the next step in the budget approval process. This follows the joint budget study sessions with the administration, City Council, and members of the public. During this public hearing at the council meeting, residents were given the opportunity to give their thoughts on the budget and ask questions. We had a few members of the audience who came to the podium with comments that myself and the council will consider as we go forward in the budget approval process. One of my roles as mayor is to bring forward nominees to fill the various boards and commissions in our city. These bodies are in place to provide insight and recommendations on a variety of different topics, and we couldn't run the city without them. It was my pleasure to recommend and ask for City Council approval to reappoint Cheryl Newton to the Local Development Finance Authority, also known as the LDFA. Ms. Newton has served on this board since 2019, and with this reappointment, she will continue to provide her invaluable insight through 2027. The last 2 business items on the agenda had to do with Community Development Block Grant funds. Each year, the City of Westland receives federal funding to manage programs for low and moderate income residents. Chief Community Officer Joanne Campbell and her team come up with a plan to use these funds, and then after the City Council approves the budget for the plan, it is then submitted to HUD. The Department of Housing and Community Development then approves the plan, and the dollars are sent our way. We expect to receive nearly $1.5 million in combined CDBG and home funds to provide valuable programs to our residents. It was a pretty light agenda for this City Council meeting, but even on short agendas, a lot of important decisions are made. I want to thank the City Council for moving ahead and approving each of these items. The next City Council meeting will be held in the Council Chambers of Westland City Hall at 7 p.m. You can go to our website, cityofwestland.com, to view the entire agenda packet beginning the Friday before the meeting. You can also watch the City Council meeting and all of our programming on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.